Hundreds of people come from around the country to tour the Yuengling brewery in Pottsville, Pennsylvania on a typical Saturday. It's the oldest brewery in the nation, and Yuengling beer has soared in popularity and sales in recent years. At the end of the tour, it isn't unusual for the fifth-generation owner, Dick Yuengling, to personally greet his visitors.
Give me 5, young fella. All right, nice to meet you.
One block away from the Yuengling plant on the same Saturday, hundreds of union members are also assembling. It's a rally to attack Dick Yuengling for saying publicly that he is in favor of a right-to-work law for Pennsylvania. A law where union membership would be voluntary, not required.
Because we have to fight against corporate greed. And if we don't stand up, no one will. And we will become a third-rate country, and our children will be in starvation.
Yuengling granted NFIB an interview to explain that he believes if Pennsylvania were a right-to-work state, it would be booming with new business, especially since it's located between New York and Philadelphia and the Baltimore and Washington corridor, close to millions of consumers.
And I think it inhibits the opportunity for them to come in here if you don't have a right-to-work state. 24 states in the United States have the right-to-work law, and I'm just expressing that I think it's a positive thing for the state. That's all I'm saying.
This isn't the first time the unions have gone after Dick Yuengling. When employees at the Pottsville brewery voted to decertify the Teamsters Union in 2006, the union attempted a boycott, but it did not succeed.
Yuengling busted the union right up here at the Pottsville brewery. Now Dick wants to bust everyone's union.
Our membership here, our employees had decertified the union about 7 years ago, and they did it completely on their own, and it upsets these guys because, of course, they lose their union dues.
A brewery neighbor and another person with a friend who works at Yuengling tell NFIB that most folks would love to have a job there. The brewery has created many jobs in the hardscrabble town of Pottsville and funded many charitable causes. A veteran visiting the plant came to personally thank Dick Yuengling for his donations to the military.
I'm a medic in the 4th Brigade and the 82nd Airborne, and I know Yuengling has done a lot to support the Wounded Warrior Foundation and also a lot of other events that support the military, so I just wanted to thank him very much for all the support he's given us.
The union seized on the fact that Dick Yuengling made the Forbes magazine billionaire list, calling him greedy and claiming he doesn't care about working families.
Turn around, look at the building, and show Richard, don't be a Dick Yuengling, who's number one. Right here, Dick!
I'm not a billionaire. It's the only time I would become that if in fact I sold the company and got that kind of money for it. I don't want to sell it. It's been in my family through 6 generations with my 2 children working here now.
Union protesters also had their sights on Governor Tom Corbett, who said he would sign right-to-work legislation if it were passed by the legislature.
I say no to the right to work. I say no to Dick Yuengling, and I say no to Governor Corbett.
Yuengling says Governor Corbett has worked hard to balance the state budget and to attempt to eliminate unsustainable debt by trying to reform pensions. Yuengling believes that Pennsylvania and our nation have become too dependent on government. And while the needy do need a hand, he believes benefit reform is necessary so Pennsylvania does not end up like Detroit.
And I think we have a state that's very dependent on welfare dollars and people living off the government. And I think Governor Corbett's trying to correct that. He's trying to not spend more than he takes in, and there's nothing wrong with that. If you're a business and you spend more than you take in, generally you go out of business, and that's where the state's headed, I think.
This report was brought to you by the National Federation of Independent Business in Pennsylvania, NFIB.